Have a nice time to all. Today we will study about some divisibility properties of integers. Definition: an integer b is said to be divisible by an integer a which is not equal to 0 in symbols a divides b if there exists some integer c such that b equal to a into c. We write a doesn't divides b, this symbol, to indicate that b is not divisible by a. This concept is familiar for you already. 2 divides 8 means that 8 can be written in the form 2 into an integer, which is 4 here. In our definition, c equal to 4 here. Likewise, a divides b means that there exists an integer c such that b is equal to a into c. അതാണ് ഇവിടെ a divides b എന്നതിൻ്റെ ഡെഫിനിഷനായി പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്. So today we will study about some divisibility properties of integers. Here we have 7 results in this theorem and we will prove each of the results in a detailed manner. First result, to show that a divides 0, 1 divides a and a divides a. To show that a divides 0, we have to show that 0 equal to a into something. We know that 0 equal to a into 0. Therefore, clearly this a divides 0. So here we take c as 0. Next result, 1 divides a. We have to write this a equal to 1 into something. We know that a equal to 1 into a. Therefore, 1 divides a. Here we take c as a. And finally, a divides a. That is, a is equal to a into 1. Therefore, a divides a. Here we take c as 1. Next result was a divides 1 if and only if a equal to plus or minus 1. So let us assume that a divides 1. This means that there exists an integer c such that 1 equal to a into c. Since a and c are integers, only possibilities are a equal to 1, c equal to 1 and a equal to minus 1, c equal to minus 1. These are the only two possibilities. രണ്ട് ഇൻറ്റീജേഴ്സ് മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്ത് 1 കിട്ടണമെങ്കിൽ ഒന്നുകിൽ ആ രണ്ട് ഇൻറ്റീജേഴ്സും 1 ആയിരിക്കണം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ രണ്ട് ഇൻറ്റീജേഴ്സും -1 ആയിരിക്കണം. അത്തരത്തിലുള്ള രണ്ട് പോസിബിലിറ്റീസ് ആണ് ഇവിടെ നമ്മൾ എഴുതിയിരിക്കുന്നത്. a equal to 1 and c equal to 1 or a equal to minus 1 and c equal to minus 1. ഈ രണ്ട് പോസിബിലിറ്റീസ് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്താൽ ഒന്നുകിൽ a equal to 1 ആയിരിക്കണം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ a equal to minus 1 ആയിരിക്കണം. Therefore, a divides 1 means that a equal to plus or minus 1. Conversely, we assume that a equal to plus or minus 1. So there are two cases to consider, a equal to 1 and a equal to minus 1. If a equal to 1, then we can write 1 equal to a into 1 because a is 1, therefore 1 into 1 equal to 1. So from this equation we can conclude that a divides 1. Similarly, if a equal to minus 1, we can again write 1 as a into minus 1 because a is minus 1, so minus 1 into minus 1 is 1. So from this equation we can conclude that a divides 1. That is, if a equal to plus or minus 1, then a divides 1. So we proved that a divides 1 if and only if a equal to plus or minus 1. Third result, to show that if a divides b and c divides d, then a into c divides b into d. Let us see an example. We know that 2 divides 4 and 3 divides 6. Then 2 into 3, that is 6, divides 4 into 6. That is what expressed in this theorem. So let a divides b and c divides d. By definition, there exist integers k and k dash such that b equal to a into k and d equal to c into k dash. We have to show that a into c divides b into d. That is, we have to express this b into d as ac into some integer. So we have to consider bd. So bd equal to ak into ck dash. So by rearranging the terms, we can write ac into k dash. Since k and k dash are integers, we can conclude that this bd equal to ac into some integer, That means that this AC divides BD. Next one, to show that if A divides B and B divides C, then A divides C. That is 3 divides 6 and 6 divides 12 means that 3 divides 12. Let us go to the proof. Let A divides B and B divides C. By definition, there exist integers k and k dash such that B equal to A into k and C equal to B into k dash. We have to show that A divides C. That is, we have to express C as A into an integer. So we will start with C. So C equal to B into k dash. And what is B here? B equal to AK. We substitute here B equal to AK. So C equal to AK into k dash. So that's equal to A into k dash. Since k and k dash are integers, k into k dash is another integer. So we have C equal to A into an integer. This means that A divides C. Next result, to show that A divides B and B divides A if and only if A equal to plus or minus B. So this is an if and only if statement. So we have to consider both the cases. First we consider the necessary part. We assume that A divides B and B divides A. Just like the previous results, there exist integers k and k dash such that B equal to AK and A equal to BK dash. We have to show that A equal to plus or minus B. So we start with A here. So A equal to BK dash and we substitute for B equal to AK. So we have A equal to AK into k dash, that's equal to A into k dash, where k dash is an integer. So here A equal to A into k dash means that k dash equal to 1. ഇവിടെ kയും k dashും integers ആയതുകൊണ്ട് product 1 കിട്ടണമെങ്കിൽ either both of them should be 1 or both of them should be minus 1. So this implies that k equal to k dash equal to 1 or k equal to k dash equal to minus 1. kയും k dashും 1 ആവുന്ന കേസിൽ ഈ ഇക്വേഷൻ പ്രകാരം b equal to a, here also a equal to b. അതാണ് ഒരു കേസ് വരാവുന്നത്, എയും ബിയും ഈക്വൽ ആവുന്ന കേസ്. kയും k dashും മൈനസ് 1 ആണെങ്കിൽ രണ്ട് ഇക്വേഷൻ പ്രകാരവും a equal to minus b എന്ന് നമുക്ക് ലഭിക്കും. അതായത് ഇവിടെ നോക്കിയാൽ b equal to minus a ആണ്. Similarly here also k dash equal to minus 1 means that a equal to minus b. So in both the cases a equal to plus or minus b. Therefore if a divides b and b divides a, then a equal to plus or minus b. We have to prove the converse part also. So conversely we assume that a equal to plus or minus b. Case 1, a equal to b. Then we can write a as b into 1. And this relation shows that b divides a. Also we can write b equal to a into 1 and this means that a divides b. Therefore if a equal to b, then b divides a and a divides b. Case 2, a equal to minus b. Then we can write a equal to b into minus 1. So from this relation we can conclude that b divides a. Also we can write this expression as b equal to a into minus 1. Then also b equal to minus a, that is a equal to minus b. And this relation shows that a divides b. Therefore if a equal to minus b also, a divides b and b divides a. Therefore a equal to plus or minus b implies a divides b and b divides a. Another important result, to show that if a divides b and b not equal to 0, then modulus of a less than or equal to modulus of b. Let a divides b and b not equal to 0. Since a divides b, there exists an integer c such that b equal to a into c. And we have another condition b not equal to 0. Since b not equal to 0, this integer c cannot be 0. Because if c equal to 0, then a into 0 equal to 0, that is b equal to 0. But by our assumption b not equal to 0. Therefore since b not equal to 0, c also not equal to 0. Now we consider the absolute value modulus of b. So that's equal to modulus of AC. And we know that mod AC is equal to mod A into mod C. Since c not equal to 0, modulus of c is greater than or equal to 1. Generally, modulus of C is greater than or equal to 0. Here C not equal to 0. Therefore, mod C not equal to 0 and mod C greater than or equal to 1. If we multiply both sides of this inequality with mod A, we have mod A into mod C is greater than or equal to mod A. Here mod A is greater than 0 we know. So, the inequality doesn't changes. So, we can write this mod A into mod C is greater than or equal to mod A. So, what we get? Mod A is less than or equal to mod B. That is a relation we want to prove. So, if A divides B and B not equal to 0, then modulus of A is less than or equal to modulus of B. And the result, to show that if A divides B and A divides C, then A divides Bx plus Cy for arbitrary integers x and y. Given that A divides B and A divides C, so there exists integers r and s such that B equal to A into r and C equal to A into S. We have to show that A divides Bx plus Cy. That is, we want to express Bx plus Cy as A into an integer. So, we start with Bx plus Cy. So, we have Bx plus Cy equal to B is A into R. So, we have ARX plus C is A into S. So, we have AS into Y. Taking A outside, we have A into Rx plus Sy. Here, Rs, X, Y all are integers. Therefore, Rx plus Sy is an integer. So, we have A into an integer which is equal to Bx plus Cy. That means that A divides Bx plus Cy. So, if A divides B and A divides C, then A divides any linear combination of B and C. So, let us have some similar problems also. Problem 1. If A divides B, show that minus A divides B, A divides minus B and minus A divides minus B. Solution. Since A divides B, there exists an integer C such that B equal to A into C. We have to show that minus A divides B. That is, we have to express B equal to minus A into some integer. So, we can write this equation B equal to AC in different ways. One of the ways B equal to minus A into minus C. Then also B equal to A into C. So, this relation means that minus A divides B because this expression is of the form B equal to minus A into an integer. Therefore, minus A divides B. And we can also write minus B equal to A into minus C because B equal to AC. So, we multiply both sides of this equality with minus 1. So, we have minus B equal to A into minus C. This expression shows that minus B equal to A into an integer. Therefore, A divides minus B. Now, we can also write minus B as minus A into C. So, here minus B is in the form minus A into an integer. Therefore, minus A divides minus B. So, we showed that A minus A divides B, A divides minus B and minus A divides minus B if A divides B. Problem 2. For integers A, B, C, if A divides B and A divides C, then A square divides B into C. So, assume that A divides B and A divides C. Then there exists integers K and K dash such that B equal to AK and C equal to AK dash. We have to show that A square divides BC. So, we start with BC. We have to show that BC equal to A square into some integer. So, here BC equal to B equal to AK and C equal to AK dash. So, just substitute here BC equal to AK into AK dash. This can be written as A square into KK dash. Since K and K dash are integers, K into K dash is an integer. So, this is of the form BC equal to A square into an integer. So, we have A square divides BC. So, if A divides B and A divides C, then A square divides B into C. Problem 3. A divides B if and only if AC divides BC, where C not equal to 0. Solution. First, assume that A divides B. Then there exists an integer K such that B equal to A into K. So, we may take C not equal to 0 here. So, take C not equal to 0. Then what happens to B into C? BC equal to AK into C. So this is equal to AC into K. So we have BC equal to AC into an integer. Therefore AC divides BC. Now let us prove the converse part. Conversely assume that AC divides BC whereas this C not equal to 0. Then there exists an integer K such that BC equal to AC into K by definition of divisibility of integers. Since C not equal to 0, we can cancel this C and we can write B equal to A into K. And from this expression we can conclude that A divides B. Therefore we proved that A divides B if and only if AC divides BC where C not equal to 0. And the last problem, prove or disprove if A divides B plus C, then either A divides B or A divides C. This statement is not true. We have to disprove this statement by giving an example. Consider the example 2 divides 3 plus 5 because 3 plus 5 is 8 and we know that 2 into 4 equal to 8, that is 2 divides 8. But 2 doesn't divide 3 or 2 doesn't divide 5. Therefore, if A divides B plus C, then A may not divide B or C. In the next class, we will discuss some more problems.